what do we mean by executive presence? You know, because it has all of these connotations of, is it how you dress? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to look at why it's important in the world today, in this world we live in today. Why is it important? And most of the time we're going to be spending on the last one, which is how, right? How do we actually get some stuff? And I want to leave you today with some practical steps that you can start using as you walk out this door. In fact, in this room. That's my intention, not to make it a theoretical thing. I don't want to do that. I want to make it practical and useful and valuable. My objective today is to leave you feeling like that. I want you to think bigger and be bigger than who you are. Because when we talk about executive presence, it's not just about the sizzle, how you speak, it's about what happens inside of you. We're going to talk about that. So by the time we come to the end of today, I want you to go beyond standard ways of communicating with people, to really elevate how you show up in situations that you have. That's what I want to get to. Deal? Deal. Okay, fantastic. Talk about presence. It's not just about being the center of attention, because a lot of us don't want to be the center of attention. But as a very minimum, when we enter a room, we want our arrival acknowledged. When we speak, we want people to listen. When we express a point of view, we want to treat it with respect. And we want our very existence on this planet to carry some substance and weight. Right? That's what we want. Right? Absolutely we do. I often go to people and say, what are you passionate about? And they say, well, you know, I'm kind of interested in this. I'm kind of interested in that. And I say, well, you're going to be having this meeting. What's the impact you want to have? And they go, well, I want to give them a heads up. I want to inform them. It's like, okay, you've already lost the game. It's boring. Okay, it's boring. So one of the ways to turn up the volume on our expressiveness is what we call your passionate purpose. And what we encourage people to do is to think about some of these words as you go into the next meeting, as you go into that next interaction. You know, do you want to motivate someone? Do you want to placate someone? Do you want to threaten someone? Do you want to woo someone? Do you want to dazzle someone? Do you want to alert someone? You know, what is it you want to do? Because as we said earlier, your energy and your passion is going to be reflected by how you come across. What is your passionate purpose? And what is your passionate purpose? I'm just going to leave you with 3 tips over here on how you say your story. First thing is make it happen now. Present tense. Because when you're using present tense, people are with you in the action. They're following you around. Don't have a long runway. Don't give the background. Start in the middle of the action. It's Friday, 9 p.m. and I'm closing my briefcase to go home. The second thing is excite their senses. And you know, when we say excite their senses, think about the words you use and the images that they portray. You know, instead of saying, you know, that coffee table, it is that marble coffee table. That bunch of files, it's 10 kilos of files. And the third thing is emphasize the emotional impact. If you're telling a story that's sad, feel it. Feel it. Let's just wrap it up with 3 key points. The 3 key points in terms of expressiveness. The first one is pay attention to the nonverbals. Right? The nonverbals, the sorts of things you do with your voice and your body and your hands are really important in terms of your presence. The second thing is your passionate purpose. And I think that's one of the really cool things about I've learned is what is your passionate purpose? What do you want to do? What is the emotion you want to take there? And the third thing is use storytelling to actually turn up your expressiveness. The more stories you have, using some of the tips that we gave you, will certainly help you with that, with your ability to tell good stories.